So let's jump into our winners here. Uncle Dave, I'm not going to go ahead and get cute with this one. I'm going with Scotty at plus 250. I know it's the chalk, but I went ahead and gave Scotty out to go and win the CJ Cup a few weeks back, and that cashed. Especially after he had a long drought of not winning. So I felt like I was hitting Scotty at the buy point for sure. And I know that it's the PGA Championship last week. He ends up winning, but it's hard for me to go ahead and make a case for all the other guys on the odds board like Spieth, Fleetwood, Berger, Hideki. It's just hard for me to go ahead and make cases for those guys to go ahead and beat Scotty here. Like I said, he's won back-to-back events, but now he's going for three, and it's in Texas. His last three trips here at this event, second, third, and second. As far as Spieth, Berger, Hideki, Fleetwood, it's hard for me to go ahead and make a real case that they can beat this guy over a 72 hole tournament. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, especially in Texas. Something tells me that Scotty goes out and he looks like what he did at the CJ Cup and what he did at the PGA, and that's go out there, take control, be the number one player in the world, and win by margin. I think that if you guys are looking for a margin bet, this might be a good week to do it. It's just one of those weeks where I'm just going to play Scotty. I'm not going to go ahead and give anybody else out because I can't make a valid reason to go ahead and take anybody else outside of Scotty. So, like I said, Uncle Dave, I'm not getting cute. I'm going with the guy that I think that is going to win, and I don't want to throw any other money away. On looking for other guys to go ahead and cash a ticket because I just can't make a case for him, and I think Scotty is. I think Scotty's going to make it three in a row. So I know it's chalky. I know it's boring. But look, Scotty Scheffler at plus 250. That's my pick. That's my winner. What do you got, Uncle Dave?
Yeah, well, I'll give you some guys to consider in case you're not taking Scotty. But and I guess it would be hard to disagree with you, Sleepy. But and here's one I know you're going to agree with. At least you'll underscore it. Your boy Andrew Novak at 60 to 1. I mean, honestly, I've been kind of waiting for a chance to get him at a good price. Maybe before I can't. He did miss the cut. Excuse me. He did miss the cut last week after kind of blew up on the Green Mile of the last three finishing holes. But if you watched any of it, he wasn't the only one. I mean, there were a ton of bigger names that didn't play last weekend. So looking back before that, he won the team event in New Orleans, which normally I don't put a lot of stock in, but his previous four events before that, he had two fifths on the 17th. Now he hasn't had a great track record here yet, but he's been here twice, so he's not popping his colonial cherry this week. So I took Novak, and another guy I've been waiting for a chance to bet, and I either keep forgetting to or change my mind is Robert McIntyre at 50 to 1. He's in the elite category in shots gained everywhere except, of course, putting. But he does have two wins, an 11th at the API and a ninth at TPC. So, it's not like it isn't in there somewhere. So at 50 to 1 with his talent level, I think, given the fact that Scotty's in the field, I think that's a good price if you're not going to unload on Scotty to win. And another guy I've been wanting to throw down on is Jacob Bridgman at 90 to 1. I mean, he's kind of been hovering. He's got I think five top 15s in his last 10 starts. So I am breaking my mold here. Bridgman is a superior putter. I think he just needs to not suck tee to green this week. And I think this is a course where he can get away with some errant shots off the tee, if you will. So those are three guys I would consider if you're not just going to put half of your mortgage on Scotty, Sleepy.
Yeah, I won't be doing that, but I'll certainly have a good bet there. So good bet size, I think, on Scotty.